Hello everyone, I'm McMahon21 from Team Sublime, and today I'm going to be teaching you the basics of Ana. Or my kind of basics. So basically what most people agree upon is that Ana is more useful as a healer and a DPS, and I'm more 50-50 on that, because I feel like she is more useful as a healer, because she has more healing output than damage. But for Pharah's, because her gun generally has a bigger hitbox than most heroes, I feel like her gun, she would be a good counter to Pharah. But that's my opinion. There's people who play Ana in completely different ways, like, I don't know, Seagull from NRG. He plays Ana more aggressively than the regular Ana should. And he's, compared to Dummy, who's also from NRG, compared to Dummy, he's also, he seems a bit, I don't know, a bit more... Dummy's more of a defensive Ana than an attack Ana. So this video is generally going to be meant for the people who are just trying to learn the basics of Ana, or new players, or people who just want to learn, a new character or something like that. So the first lesson is going to be about her general aiming and the basics of how big her hitbox is and all that stuff. So yeah. Alright, so Ana's aiming. So here, we'll use this spot for an example. So when you're unscoped, she moves like a regular character or whatever. She can, and the thing about her bullets is that it moves slower when you're unscoped, and when you're scoped it moves faster and it leaves a line. But when you're scoped, you move a lot slower and it leaves you really vulnerable. And a good habit you guys could learn is quick scoping, where you just press L2. Yes, I'm on console. You just press L2 and then press R2 at the exact same time. It gets really hard to use to. Sometimes I mess up too. And it's only useful for if you're topping someone off, if you're close to them, or if you're just trying to damage someone from afar and you're just doing a little bit of trash damage, then that's a really good strategy to hold. And the hitboxes compared to teammates and enemies is that you have to be more precise on the enemies than the teammates, because you could be aiming right at the hands and they'd still get it, and with enemies you can be aiming right there and it wouldn't hit them. Also, her grenade, well actually no, we should just focus on the gun right now. So her grenade, I'm just messing up really. This is my first time, okay, leave me alone. So yeah, her gun is generally, and she only has 10, and basically the thing is that if you feel like your teammates is topped off and your secondary healer's protecting them, you should reload immediately, just in case, And the thing is that if you're attacking them, DPSing, and you're in a big team fight and you're doing more damage than you should, if you're doing more damage than healing, then you're gonna have to end up having to reload and you're not gonna be able to heal your teammate, and that could be the decider if you win or lose that team fight. So yeah, make sure you're focusing on your team more than DPSing, because it's really important. Okay, so now onto Ana's grenade. So her grenade is actually really weird. So her grenade does not affect enemies. So generally, when you're here, I'll focus on the healing one part first. So if you grenade your teammates, it does more healing to them. And then if it gets to, hold on, just let it reload. So it does more healing to your teammates. So, and if you do a R1, and a good combo for the grenade is a Lucio healing and then a grenade, because then it just gets them all topped off really quickly. And to enemies, it does more damage. Well, that's kind of what you'd expect, but yeah, it does. It does way more damage. I'm not sure about the exact, but I think it does. I don't think it's. I think it's 10% maybe, but I may be completely wrong. I don't know. So yeah, that's really almost everything about the grenade. But a cool strategy you could use is that generally most people will aim right here, on the floor, or upwards, try and grenade it over, and that's it's consistent, but it's not as consistent as here. So you see, I'm not aiming at any of them. You could aim at like the corner, and like so. This is if they have a Reinhardt shield. You could throw it over if they're like beside a wall. Then you could easily just throw it around the Reinhardt shield, and it'd still affect them. So yeah, that would be the Reinhardt, and I don't know why, but this always happens. They always drop their shield when they see it. They just end up panicking. So yeah, that's basically everything you need to know about the grenade. Really, it's not that complicated. It's pretty basic. And then we'll move on to the sleep dart. All right, on to Anna's sleep dart. So her sleep dart's also like not as complicated like the bomb. So her sleep dart's pretty self-explanatory. So the sleep dart obviously puts them on the ground, and I think they're asleep for 8 seconds maybe. And if they're disrupted at any moment, like they get shot or an area of effect happens, they wake up immediately. But there's like an animation of them getting up, and that really like just hurts them. Because that gives you the chance to like, you can get 2 shots in once they wake up. You go like that, and then that, and then that. So you can get 2 shots off them during the waking up animation of them being asleep. And that's basically it. And so, actually, no. So basically what you want to do is that you want to predict, well, that's not really a good word usage, but you kind of want to predict. So let's say there's a Pharah there, and I'm just saying here, and then I hear her ult, I'm going to be pressing L1 like right when I hear it, and I'm going to turn around and hit her. It's gonna get really hard to get used to. Like it takes a long time for it. Like it took me like a month to get used to that. But yeah, like it's a really consistent once you learn it. So it's like Justice Reigns from above, like there, like then it would most likely hit her. Most likely, because the hitbox for the sleep dart, like it's like the regular the character that you burst in hitbox, but it's like I don't know. It just feels a lot easier for Anna to hit than most characters. So yeah, that's basically all you need about the sleep dart. And next, all we need now, all we're gonna learn now is Nano Boost.
You're powered up. Get in there.
Alright, so the thing about Anna's Nano Boost is that it makes it so your teammate does more damage, but it makes them take less damage. So look at the Nano Boosted person compared to the other person being shot. You see? It takes less damage, so yeah. So that's one thing about the Nano Boost. The other thing about the Nano Boost is that... sorry. The thing about the Nano Boost is that it makes the person go faster. Like they walk faster. Like it's like Lucio's speed boost on cooldown. Right, basically. And so known combos for this is Tac Visor and Nano Boost, which is basically pretty OP. Another one is Whole Hog. Another like lesser popular one is Whole Hog and this, which is, I don't know, it's really hard to pull off since not really many people like to run Whole Hog. Now, probably one of the most popular ones is Nano Blade, which is Genji and Anna. Genji and Nano. And another one is Reinhardt and Anna. So yeah, those are the more known ones. There's other ones that people use, but they're not as consistent as those ones really. Like, you're not gonna just go there and Nano Boost like a Lucio or something. Not Lucio or Mercy or Zenyatta. Or even, heck, even a Nano Boosted Orisa is kind of eh. And another thing is that it makes them shoot faster too. Like, I know the training box not really the best I don't know, example, but it will make them shoot faster than usual. And they also have a faster reload time. Now, I feel like that's pretty much it, except for like a couple of quick pointers. So, Anna's footsteps, like, they're silent. They're more silent than most people, but you can still hear them. Like, if you're like this close, and you're like, there's the walls open right there. Like, he can hear him like clearly. But if I'm over here, like, I don't know, 2 tracer bodies away, then he wouldn't be able to hear it, or he'd have a really hard time hearing it. So yeah. And that's pretty much it. So if you want more of these, then you can ask, and I'm pretty flexible with my hero pool. Like, I main mostly healers, and that's where I'm most strongest, but I can do
Take your
almost all the tanks and a few DPSs.
Oh, you look tired.
Well, I can do all the DPSs, but I'll need to research them a little. So yeah. Anyways, yeah, that's my basic things, my basic skills for Anna, and see you guys next time.
You're powered up.